super important game from Time Warner Cable Arena, just the way that Kemba Walker likes it. He's all about the big game. Take a look at our starting lineup. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, San Antonio Spurs. They line up LaMarcus Aldridge, Kawhi Leonard, and Tim Duncan on that front wall. Doesn't get much better than that. Forward Tar Heel Danny Green in the backcourt with the Frenchman Tony Parker. Parker now in his 15th season. For the Hornets, Nick Batum, Marvin Williams, Cody Zeller. It's the familiar five for Steve Clifford. Courtney Lee has started every game with the Hornets, and Kemba Walker in the backcourt. There's Greg Popovich. His Spurs playing wonderful basketball, but they still trail the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference. Steve Clifford's bunch playing real well as well. A win tonight, and the Hornets would get to 40-30 through 70 games. Back to 10 games over 500. With Stephanie Reddy and Del Curry, I'm Eric Collins. Hornets wearing their home whites, win the tap. Nick Batum was special on Saturday against Denver. He's got the ball early, throws it up with the left hand and scores! Batum foul, chance for the three-point play.
Looked like Kawhi Leonard was expecting a screen roll. Marvin Williams rejected that screen roll, and Nick found a straight line drive right to the bucket, got the hoop in the arm. Nice spin off the glass to the left.
Everything but down for Nick. Now the Spurs start on offense. Aldridge, first year since coming over from Portland. Over to Tony Parker. Aldridge.
I want you to notice how tight the Spurs run their offense. It's really not a lot of space in which they run it, and then their kickouts force the defenders to travel a lot of area to get to the shooters.
We played 44 seconds and already 2 fouls committed defensively by San Antonio.
Hornets basketball.
You can see right here, Hornets looking for Nick Batum to facilitate the offense.
Cody had it, able to slip it over to Courtney Lee. Kawhi Leonard, much improved outside shot, second in the NBA in three-point shooting.
I think that's an understatement. Much improved. He has really worked on it. He is a knockdown shooter from there. No hesitation. Good confidence. And I love the fact the Hornets are going right at their 2 best defenders, and Leonard and Aldridge, putting them in a pick and roll, and each have picked up a personal foul here early.
These 2 clubs met back in November in San Antonio. Hornets hung tight until the third quarter. And that's when San Antonio really figured things out. Spurs scored 42 points in the third quarter. That's still their highest scoring quarter of any quarter the entire season.
Talk about efficiency, shooting the 3. They were 6 of 8 from 3 in that quarter.
Tony Parker.
Now you look at the Spurs and compare them statistically with every other team in the stat. The only areas where they're not in the top 10 is offensive rebounds, because they're #1 in field goal shooting, and steals, because they don't gamble. They're so solid defensively, they don't need to go after a lot of steals. But they're 12th in steals, so they're right outside.
Something to work on.
Yeah.
Aldridge makes one way, goes the other. Good defense played by Marvin Williams. Pass poked away. There's a steal for San Antonio, a relatively rare steal. They've got the ball in a 3-point lead. Tony Parker looking for his offense early.
That's the second time where Kemba Walker has been caught off guard by a ball screen. Hornets, their defense is not as tight as it normally is with the communication with the ball screens.
Another steal. Parker in a crowd. Danny Green.
Spurs do a lot of switching and screen roll. That time Courtney Lee was not aware of it. Danny Green stepped right in the passing lane.
Cody's got it. Working on the veteran Duncan.
Cody did the right thing there. Tim Duncan has been one of the best players to ever play the game, but you have to go at him right now defensively. Cody's going to have to knock down that jump shot when he gets it.
Duncan short, offensive rebound, Tony Parker. Parker hasn't missed. He's 3 for 3, 6 points, and the lead is now 7 for San Antonio. We've got our first chance to catch our breath. 3.5 minutes into it. Charlotte trails by 7.
Charlotte Hornets basketball is brought to you by Novant Health, by Mercedes-Benz of South Charlotte, and by CPI Security.
We have played 3.5 minutes. It is an 11-4 score. San Antonio on top of the Hornets. Tonight's inactive list brought to you by Novant Health. No Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He's out for the rest of the year. Shoulder surgery. Aaron Harrison inactive as well. He is currently getting some action in the D-League. Notice that Spencer Hawes is not on that list. Had been over the last couple of weeks. Spencer is with the team in uniform and could play if needed. Marvin Williams, wraparound pass to Cody Zeller, who does a chin up inside. First 2 for Cody.
Good aggressive drive by Marvin, draws the defense, gets the defender off his feet, and then Cody with a high percentage shot.
Turner on Tim Duncan, his first bucket. That's something he didn't do on Saturday against Golden State. Only played 8 minutes, had just 1 point, 1 free throw made.
Well, Tim Duncan, I don't care how old he gets, if you let him get the ball that close to the rim inside, he's going to make something happen.
That's now 3 steals for San Antonio.
Tells you how good they are. You said it, 8 minutes, not a factor, and they still beat world champs.
4 early rebounds for Cody Zeller. Bad pass, picked off by Duncan. And a foul will send Tony Parker to the line. Let's take a look at tonight's 4 keys to the game. Del, let's start with you.
I think to beat or stay in the game with the Spurs, you have got to be focused on both ends of the floor for the entire 48 minutes. And I think the first 4 or 5 minutes in each quarter is even more important. You see the Hornets open up with 4 turnovers already in this first quarter, not like the team that is playing to beat the Spurs.
Sustained execution is going to be paramount. This is only the second time, Del, that you and I have had the same key for the Hornets. They have got to figure out how to execute on the offensive end without turnovers and defensively with communication to stop these Spurs.
Perfect start for Tony Parker. Kemba lost it on the way up. Parker's got it. Parker double team, now Duncan. Another rip away for Cody Zeller. Rebound number 5 for Cody.
Now, the thing about when you play a really good defensive team is you have to make them work hard. You have to reverse the ball so they have to be forced into their rotations. If you keep the ball strong side and they don't have to move, they're going to get stops.
Tony Parker has made 4 consecutive shots. He's already in double figures. Marvin, a little too strong with the floater. This will be the final home game of the month of March for the Hornets. Next 4 games all on the road. Last touched by Cody Zeller. Ball stays with San Antonio. And a first sub of the game. It's Al Jefferson replacing Cody.
Taking it for Cody Zeller.
That's going to be interesting. Only rebounds grabbed in the first 6 minutes for the Hornets have been by Cody Zeller. He's no longer in the game. Kawhi Leonard.
Just got to get out of the game and get some touches on the post to do what we were just talking about, Steph. To get the defense to move, See if they can guard or try to guard Al in a one-on-one scenario. If not, it will force them to come help. Maybe move the basketball and get some clear shots.
Both teams playing Saturday night and having yesterday off. Duncan scores and is fouled.
Tony Parker is controlling this first quarter. It's simple screen and roll. Attacks the big. Al has to stop, help stop the basketball. No rotation over, and it's the fundamental with a left-hand layup.
Yeah, that lack of rotation, Del, that's the key, and that's going to be a problem because the Spurs, they're smart, they know how to read defenses, and they will rotate.
Change for San Antonio. Manu Ginobili in for the first time. He replaces Danny Green. Ginobili missing time earlier this year, dealing with a surgery, having to recover from that. Offensive rebound, Al Jefferson.
You know, if you think about it, this is a really big game for both teams. You talk about Charlotte, didn't play well against Denver. Big disappointing loss. Then you have to go on the road for 3 after tonight. Huge game tonight. And for San Antonio, you beat Golden State. You come on the road for 1. You have Miami at home tomorrow. So everybody wants to keep their focus, wants to keep their rhythm. I think both teams will treat this as a huge game.
Yeah, really nothing has been decided out west. You think the Golden State's running away with it out in the Western Conference. They're really not. San Antonio nipping at their heels, and San Antonio still has 2 more against Golden State over the final month of the season. Aldridge inside.
You see how good he is on that low post. Doesn't take him long to make a move and to make a definitive one, scoring the bucket.
Kemba bounce past Big Al is fouled from behind. Yeah, Hornets looking for something easy. They'll have free throws. For Jefferson, maybe this will get him going.
For San Antonio. Going to the line, shooting 2 for your Hornets, Big Al.
Charlotte once again starting off a little slow in the area where they've been good all year long and shooting a 3-point ball. 0 of 4 so far in this first quarter.
Substitutions.
Substitution for San Antonio. Tim Duncan leaves. Boris Diaw replaces him, former Charlotte player. For the Hornets, Jeremy Lin is going to enter, replacing Courtney Lee. But we've got a timeout. We come back. Al Jefferson back at the free throw line. Hornets looking for some offense.
Charlotte Hornets basketball is brought to you by your local Ford dealer and by Charlotte Comfort Systems.
Welcome back to Hornets basketball. Hornets down big to the Spurs here in the first quarter. Look at Thomas Davis, Panthers defensive player extraordinaire. Unfortunately, the wrong team is getting inspired by him. San Antonio Spurs forcing 4 turnovers, equating to 4 steals. Not just Hornets throwing the ball out of bounds, but the Spurs are gaining possession and taking advantage of that. You don't like to see that so early in the first quarter, especially against a team that is very strong, sound defensively, and as you mentioned before, Del, they don't really get a lot of steals.
Yeah, it's all about the psyche. If you're not playing well against a team that you know you're going to have to play well, not executing on the offensive end, and you cannot get behind on the Spurs team. They're too good. They're too savvy. They have a bunch of veterans. They know how to close. And they got one of the best coaches ever.
French connection. Boris Diaw finds the cutting Tony Parker. Parker with 12 first quarter points.
When you get behind this soon, the Hornets can't panic. There's not one shot that's going to turn this game around. They're going to have to focus, clamp down, especially on this side of the court, get some stops, and it all starts with the communication. The rotations have got to be tighter.
Frank Kaminsky on the floor for the first time for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin brings it across the timeline. Lin hunting along that baseline. Big Al with a chance. San Antonio winners of 6 consecutive games. 59-10 through 69 games. Aldridge.
This is probably San Antonio's best offensive lineup with Aldridge in the center spot.
Another rip away, this time Ginobili.
Look at that catch. I mean, do you see the mitts on him? He just snatched that thing out of the air. Had to put it behind his back because it was so far ahead of him so he could catch up to the ball to get a shot attempt.
Kawhi Leonard goes to the bench along with LaMarcus Aldridge. Into the game for the first time, Kyle Anderson, second-year pro out of UCLA. And David West. For the Hornets, they bring in Jeremy Lamb, looking for a spark. First time we've seen Jeremy Lamb in a while. David West, first time he touches, he scores.
Look at that. David West sacrificing a lot financially to come to a team to try to win a championship. Like the number he's wearing. And then you have Kyle Anderson, a guy that really developed, MVP of the D-League last summer. Excuse me, the Summer League. With Becky Hammond, took the Summer League team.
Yeah, she did.
And won it all.
2 minutes. 2 minutes ready in the quarter.
Boris Diaw leaves it for West. West has made his first 2 shots. It's a 28-point first quarter with 2 minutes remaining for San Antonio.
That's why they love playing with Boris Diaw. Look at the assists, 8-1 Spurs. They love to look for each other, as do the Hornets, but we're not seeing the ball movement that we're used to with the Hornets.
Every shot the Hornets take is contested with a hand in the face. There's box outs. Anderson shot 4 air balls this quarter.
That's 2 games worth.
Yeah. Got to keep fighting. Coach Clifford's going to say that. Just like in Miami, you get down by 15, you keep fighting. A lot of basketball left.
Jump ball. They're not going to score the basket. They're going to say that David West was able to tie up Al Jefferson.
Well, you don't see that call very often that close to the rim. You would think they would just give him a block shot call.
Yeah.
That was... I didn't see a tie-up. I mean, that's just that's
block.
Nothing, yeah.
A deflection at the very least.
Al should have made the first layup. We never got to that point, but still, that was not a tie-up.
1 minute to play first quarter. Patty Mills replacing Tony Parker. San Antonio playing with 5 bench players right now. Only starter for either side on the floor is the guy with the ball, Kemba Walker. Big Al. This is not the first quarter that folks here at Time Warner Cable Arena expected. Diaw. Hornets can hold for the final shot. Shot clock's off. 7 first quarter points for the Hornets. That is a low number. Low for the season in the first quarter was 9 against Atlanta back on February 28th.
Foul charge to the Spurs 8. Patty Mills, that's his first team foul.
Patty Mills commits the foul. That's the first foul in the final 2 minutes. 4.7 to shoot for the Hornets. Kemba, three-pointer. Lamb. There you go. Something falls for the Hornets. Finally, something goes their way.
And the first quarter with the score of the San Antonio.
Now it appears as if the Hornets just scored points 8 and 9, but this will be reviewed. Did Jeremy Lamb have it leave the fingertips before the light went off? Uh-oh. That's going to be looked at. We'll have a final verdict when we come back. Second quarter now from Time Warner Cable Arena. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats presented by Mercedes-Benz of South Charlotte.
First line says it all, Del Curry.
And the second line backs it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hard, just a rough quarter for the Hornets. this is the kind of game where you just erase from your memory that first quarter and start fresh.
The only plus is that you kept the Spurs from scoring 30 in the quarter.
David West scores the first basket in the second quarter and an immediate timeout called by Steve Clifford.
20-second timeout.
11 seconds into the second quarter, he calls timeout. This is
it's one of the quickest triggers we've seen from Coach Clifford. He will do that from time to time when he doesn't see what he likes, especially defensively. But this might be the quickest one we've seen yet, and you can see him in that huddle. Not only is he disappointed, but he's frustrated because he has explained to his team the importance of staying ready. And this night against these Spurs, this is the last team that you want to come in and not be up for.
Yeah, the Hornets understand the importance of getting off to a good start. This is Jeremy Lin earlier today.
I think for us, the biggest thing was we just haven't really been ready for multiple games. It's kind of what Coach talked about this morning. Was we've gotten down early in a lot of our last, maybe like 3-4 games, and so we just want to come out with a different mentality where we're not easing into games.
Now the Hornets understanding the importance of starting well. It just didn't happen so far. But the best thing about having a slow first quarter, you still got 3 quarters to work with.
And with that being said, you got to give Spurs a lot of credit because obviously the players, it was on their minds, it was talked about. They knew that they had to come out with a lot of energy, a good start. The Spurs being the team that they are, they just deny you of doing that on a regular basis. And you're going to have to move the ball. You cannot beat the Spurs off the dribble or holding the basketball. You're going to have to make quick decisions and move body and ball.
Patty Mills has it. Kyle Anderson blocked away. Jeremy Lamb takes it from him. Jeremy Lamb getting the block shot, now running the floor. Hornets will set up shop. Lynn, Lamb, and Lee in the backcourt. Kaminsky and Jefferson up front. Quick shot. Lynn. Score it! And he's fouled. Maybe that'll get guys going.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered, and you see how they got that wide open shot. Hornets worked the ball around, no dribbling, just ball movement inside, quickly outside. Too long of a closeout. Jeremy Lin knocks it down and draws the foul.
That's his first.
David West perplexed. He couldn't understand why he was called for the foul.
But the velocity on that pass from Al out of the double team, if he doesn't throw it with that kind of velocity, the defender is right in front of Jeremy Lin. He doesn't get that shot off. Or if he throws it right back out to the wing, and then the wing guy makes that pass. So good heads-up play by Al.
Hornets playing with 4 subs and Courtney Lee right now. Lin missed off the window. Mills, long 2-pointer. Patty Mills had a huge game back in November against the Hornets.
They set that up perfectly. He got 2 screens coming out of that corner to the top of the key. That's not a normal set offensively, so when you're guarding that, you're not as prepared defensively for what you're supposed to do.
A lot of eyeballs on San Antonio's game on Saturday night. Taking on Golden State. Their defense was superb. Blocked away. That's the second block for Jeremy Lamb. Courtney Lee got behind the defense and Lamb found him.
That's what the Hornets need. Defense leading to offense, block shot, transition, easy bucket at the end.
Another rip away. This time Lynn gets it. 2-on-1. And Ginobili blocks it away. It'll stay with the Hornets. 18 seconds to shoot.
Out of bounds off San Antonio. Hornets ball.
Hornets have gotten a little bit of a surge with Jeremy Lin and Jeremy Lamb coming off the bench. Lamb. I got it. Ginobili. Hornets aren't going to get their offense in gear. They're averaging 103 points per game. That's 9 points higher than their average from a year ago. Generally, they come around, but just a tough start here in the first half against the premier defensive team in the NBA. Nice job defensively. Frank Kaminsky to poke the pass away. And a foul call. Jeremy Lamb back to the free throw line.
Good attack there by Jeremy Lamb. Time out on the floor with the home team. Need more of this. Attack the basketball, get the turnover. Jeremy Lamb, head up. Nice bounce pass to Courtney Lee. You're going to need a lot more of that to beat the Spurs. We'll be right back.
Charlotte Hornets basketball is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Taste the all-new Double Jack Burger today, only at Jack in the Box. And by Mazda. Driving matters. Welcome back, everyone. Time Warner Cable Arena, San Antonio and Charlotte. 8:48 remaining in our second quarter. Take a look at our fans of the game, presented by Roll Oral and Facial Surgery. Not an ordinary Monday night. We got Nelly in the house. The pride of St. Louis coming to watch this good one between San Antonio and Charlotte. Big Nelly guy.
Yeah, Nelly's a big Hornets fan. He makes his presence known, sits courtside. You know what? Nelly is a really nice guy, though, because I've seen him sometimes post-game take pictures with fans, sign autographs, where a lot of celebrities you'll see just beeline out of here with their security, shades on, hood up, so they don't get seen. But he's a man of the people.
A number of years ago, I don't know him, but out of the blue, he gave me a hug. We were in the same room, and he thought I was someone else, and I received a hug from Nelly.
You have that effect on people, Eric Collins. How about that watch Nelly had? He's a guy after my heart, loves popcorn.
Patty Mills. Another rebound. Jeremy Lamb, he's been active since coming on. Al Jefferson picks up his dribble. Lynn inside, able to score, had a little contact, able to navigate it and score.
It's good they can chip away little by little, but this is the side of the court where it's the most important. They have got to get consecutive stops to get back in this game.
And another rip away. Courtney Lee ahead of the pack. Oh my! He raised up and finished at the rim. 7-0 run for the home team.
That was a scouting report steal. Courtney Lee read that play from start to finish. Stepped right in the passing lane. Got that steal.
Diao. Knocked out of bounds. Hornets basketball.
Frank Kaminsky is working hard. He is fighting to get in front of Boris Diaw so he can front that post on the flight of the ball. He works his way back around to get between Diaw and the basket. Stays down, doesn't go for any ball fakes. Rookie is coming along defensively.
Well, they had a chance to sit on the bench and watch how the starters start the game. And when you come in the bench, off the bench as a bench guy, you got to make a difference. You got to let them know, make your presence felt, make a difference in the game. It's going to get you more minutes, and obviously it's going to help your team get on a run.
LaMarcus Aldridge just re-entered the game, and he picks up a quick foul. So Aldridge now has 2 personal fouls.
The third San Antonio team foul.
Spurs also bring Danny Green, Tony Parker, and Kawhi Leonard back onto the floor. Hornets now have Cody Zeller in the game. Look at Jeremy Lin, 8 quick points for the Harvard man.
Excellent use of the rim. I call that rim awareness. He knows where it is, use it to his advantage, help to shield the defender, goes underneath for the nice layup.
Kawhi Leonard fades. That was a difficult shot. Courtney Lee was all over him. Lamb. Everything but down. Hornets back within 12. That's big time progress. They were down by 23 at one point.
Kawhi Leonard.
5 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, he has really improved at putting the ball on the deck, using his size to get to a spot and it will fade away.
Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Anderson are the only Spurs active for tonight's game that were born in the 90s.
Come on now.
They have got a very veteran team.
Been saying that for 6 years, it seems like.
No for Danny Green. Frank Kaminsky scores! Lynn found him beautifully!
Frank Kaminsky worked his footwork so he could get right underneath that pass. Timed it out for the nice lay-in in transition. Good look ahead.
Spurs did not have a turnover in the first quarter. They have 4 here in the second.
Last touch by Jeremy Lamb. Timeout on the floor. Hornets back in the thick of things in large part because of Jeremy Lin. Inserted into the game, he has provided energy and then some. Twisting, driving layup, and then uncanny vision to Frank Kaminsky. 12-point game here in Uptown. Tickets for the 2016 playoffs are on sale now, starting at just $33, and a limited number of lower-level seats are still available. The NBA playoffs are on the verge of returning to Buzz City, so don't miss your chance to score seats. Guarantee authentic tickets by purchasing through Hornets.com or 800-4NBA-TICKS. That's Hornets.com or 800-4NBA-TICKS.
Jeremy Lin, really a game changer, came in, was aggressive right away, attacking the rim, attacking the Spurs defense, making them have to react and respond to him. 8 points on 3 for 4 shooting, and watch this one. A little air underneath of it. Wasn't sure that Frank was going to catch it, but Frank got underneath of it for the score.
That was right on time and on target. And as I said earlier, you can't beat the Spurs off the dribble unless you make quick decisions like Jeremy Lin did in those highlights.
Tim Duncan back on the floor. Makes a shot inside. 5 points for the big fundamental. Into the game for the first time, Kevin Martin, recently acquired from Minnesota. Shot clock did not reset. It's down to 7, and we've got a foul on the floor. It's called on Tony Parker.
First number 9, Tony Parker. That's his first foul. The 4th San Antonio team foul.
It's now 4 team fouls on San Antonio, none on the Hornets here in the second quarter.
Back on the court for your Hornets.
Nick Batum back in the game and makes his presence felt.
This little running jump shot. Nick practices that shot every game, and he makes it look so easy and effortless because of the work that he puts in.
LaMarcus Aldridge with the left hand. 6'11", 260, going 100 miles an hour. Tonight is French Heritage Night. Nick Batum trying to put on a show. And he's going to at least have some time to let his fellow Frenchman watch him shoot 3 free throws.
He's so good at that stopping and popping. He doesn't even give the defender a chance to stop running. Defender runs up his back. He's already in the air, ready to start his shot progression. Look at the Frenchman, the countryman. Look, Boris walks up to Nick Batum as the young buck.
This is a statement that you would not have said, Del, back when you were a rookie in the NBA. But the Hornets are now playing their second consecutive NBA game that features 3 Frenchmen.
Wow.
Denver on Saturday had 2 Frenchmen, and of course Nick Batum. And now Boris Diaw and Tony Parker. And I think there's some question as to how many free throws Nick is going to get. And he still has 2 more.
So that was a 3.
Makes the first, makes the second. 1 more for Nick Batum.
Substitution for your Hornets, returning Kemba Walker.
That's a good shot right there. Danny Green with the left arm on the hip. No contact with the shooter. Officials have done an excellent job of enforcing that rule.
3 freebies for Nick. Hornets within 11. Kemba Walker back on the floor. Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
8 points, 6 rebounds for Aldridge.
Spurs shoot such a high percentage from the field. They have 5 guys that are deep in their rotation that shoot 50% or better.
Free throw for Cody. Pulls the string, got it back and scores! Cody knew exactly where that miss was going.
He knew the shot was going to be short, right around the Spurs defenders. First one to get that basketball and lay it back up.
Duncan inside, got great post position. Duncan now 14th all time.
A pass by LaMarcus Aldridge. Patiently waited until Duncan got space, nobody behind him, and threw it right over the top.
Ball slipped out of the fingertips of Jeremy Lin. Duncan 14th all time in NBA scoring, just past John Havlicek earlier this season. Parker spins it through.
Tony Parker.
14 first half points for Tony Parker. Offensive foul called on Nick Batum.
An offensive foul charge on Hornets number 5. Nick
Now the Hornets making a game out of it. They have shaved 8 points off the deficit, had been down by 23, now only down by 15. We'll be back here in Charlotte in a moment. Currently, Spurs 44, Hornets 29. 2:48 remaining in our second quarter. San Antonio and Charlotte coming up on Monday, April 4th on Fox Sports Southeast. Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves going to take on National League MVP Bryce Harper. And the Washington Nationals opening day action from Turner Field will be Monday, April 4th with a special 2-hour edition of Braves Live at 2 Eastern on Fox Sports Southeast and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. 2 hours Braves Live. Welcome back to Time Warner Cable Arena. Nick Batum having good success here in the second quarter. He leads the way with the Hornets 9 points, 8 points for Jeremy Lin. Marvin Williams back on the floor for the Hornets. Ginobili gets a screen from Duncan. Kevin Martin, his first shot tonight, and it's good. It's a three-pointer.
You know, people may have forgotten how much of a prolific scorer Kevin Martin can be because he wasn't doing that in Minnesota, but he has the capability, and coming off the bench, he's probably got a lot more freedom.
Another veteran that gets bought out. And the first team he decides to go to, the Spurs.
Kevin Martin just signed 5 games ago, 12th-year pro on Western Carolina. Andre Miller, similar situation. He's only played in 7 games since coming over from Minnesota as well. Andre Miller now 40 years of age. Doesn't play a whole bunch as of yet, but he's an insurance policy in case he is needed. Here's Andre Miller. He came into the league in 1999 after playing 4 years as a college player.
And he's got playoff experience. Can post up, not going to make mistakes. Can learn a system on both ends of the floor quickly.
Shot clock down to 4. Good team defense played by the Hornets. Kemba inside, throws it in and scores. That's his first basket. And now a chance for the three-point play.
Quick decision, screen roll, splits. The defenders, look how low. He keeps the basketball right there, slips, gains control. And then Duncan tries to get out of the way, but Kemba does a good job of making sure he draws body contact and protects the basketball with his body.
First 3 points for Kemba. He's had a heck of a March. 25 points per game this month for Kemba. And Kemba picks up the foul, trying to hang with Tony Parker.
Foul charge to Hornets number 15, Kemba Walker. That's his
Second foul on Kemba. He'll be protected. He goes to the bench. Courtney Lee reinserted.
Hornets returning Courtney Lee, replacing Kemba Walker. Out of bounds, Spurs ball.
And a foul on Courtney Lee, bumping into Kevin Martin.
Foul charge to Hornets number 1, Courtney Lee. That's his first foul. Second team foul for your Hornets in the last 2 minutes. At the line for San Antonio, shooting 2, Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin from Zanesville, Ohio. Played at Western Carolina, now in his 12th NBA season.
The Catamounts.
Western Carolina Academy, very good. Courtney Lee trying to set up Marvin Williams, nothing there. Nick finds Marvin, who lost it off the shoot tops. Under a minute to play, first half. Duncan. Chance for a three-point play.
So smart. Parker didn't settle for that jump shot. Took the defense away with him and got it back to the big fundamental. Look at the ball fake. Gets a very disciplined defender, Marvin Williams, who knows Tim's game. Gets him in the air. Still able to take the contact and knock down the shot.
After only 1 point in the game against Golden State on Saturday, a double-figure first half for Tim Duncan here tonight. Great drive by Jeremy Lin. He's played inspired here in the first half.
Really has, doing a great job too of going on the reverse side of the basket.
Spurs not in a hurry. Difference game clock and shot clock, 7 seconds. Cody another rebound. He's got 9 first half rebounds. Score it. 2 more. Jeremy Lin getting a friendly roll.
This stop is very key. Hornets cannot allow excellent defense there.
Courtney Lee, the rip away, and then almost got really close on a full court shot. The Hornets, they end the first half on a 20-10 run. They've made it a game once again. They're only down by 15. It looked like all was getting close to being lost. Not so much. The Hornets starting to figure things out. Halftime here at Time Warner Cable Arena, 51-36. Fans still dreaming big dreams. They trail the San Antonio Spurs 51-36. Getting ready to start our third quarter. Moments ago, Del Curry caught up with associate head coach Patrick Ewing.
Hey, Eric, Coach, not the start of this game that you needed against a team like the Spurs. What do you want to see different, especially the start of this third quarter?
Well, you know, just like you said, when you're playing against like the Spurs, you have to bring your A game, and we didn't in the first quarter. We were able to come back a little bit in the second quarter. But if we expect to win, we got to pick our intensity up. Can't turn the ball over, and we got to do a better job on the defensive end.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Appreciate that.
Eric.
Del, wonderful job. Well, the deal continues. Maybe hard to get to it, but we'll see. Papa John's offering the day after the Hornets score 95 or more points, half off the regular menu price of your entire order. Enter promo code Hornets95 to redeem. Papa John's has been giving away a lot of half-price pizza this year. The Hornets averaging 103 points per game.
I like it.
Now Kemba Walker trying to get it in gear. A slow start for him. Only 3 first-half points. He averages 21 points per game, averaging 25 in the month of March. Spurs start with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, and a pass knocked away by Cody Zeller.
Excellent footwork. Cody Zeller fighting to get around, got the deflection, and that's almost as good as a steal. You want to disrupt them, not have them feel comfortable.
Aldridge. Danny Green, shot clock down to 3. good defensive stand to begin the third quarter for the Hornets.
Excellent contest by Lee. Kemba Walker attacking the basket.
Another block shot for one of the all-time best in that category, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is 5th in NBA history in blocked shots. Cody Zeller playing with a bit of confidence. 6 points, 9 rebounds for the third-year man. Aldridge backs in.
Sometimes he's such a physical presence down low. He'll just throw that ball to the rim, try to be the first one to get it, but such a soft touch. You got to shooter's roll with the left hand.
Marvin Williams has not scored so far tonight. Inside to Aldridge. Rebounded by Green. Swatted away. Hornets have it. Batum spins away from Parker and scores.
They'll be talking about that this summer.
Talking about that after the game.
Parker, Diaw, and Batum all playing the French national team together. Ripped away, loose on the floor. Kemba's got it. Numbers for the Hornets if they hurry. Courtney Lee. Three-pointer.
Great job by Kemba Walker surveying where the defense was filling in, patiently waiting for them to pass so he could have that cross-court skip pass to his partner, Courtney Lee.
And awareness there by Kemba. He's 0-3 from behind the line. Probably would have had to force that one up a little bit, waited for the play to develop, and found his running mate as Wyatt Leonard quiets the crowd.
Kemba traveled.
Traveling to ball. Ball belongs to San Antonio.
Hornets now in double figures with turnovers. They've got 10. They average a little bit over 12.
These Spurs, they're good enough. They don't need help, especially in that category of not getting a possession and a shot at the rim.
Kickball. Stays with San Antonio.
Kick violation, Hornets.
Now Steve Clifford's team will play a game again tomorrow night. It's going to be on the road. Hornets going to play 4 straight away from Time Warner Cable Arena starting tomorrow in Brooklyn. Loose ball picked up by Courtney Lee. Aldridge lowers the head and scores. He is a load. This time last year, Nick Batum, LaMarcus Aldridge were teammates in Portland with Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. 4 pretty good players. 2 of them that got away. Courtney Lee rattles in the jumper. Minutes into our second half. Leonard traveled. Turnabout's fair play.
Spurs so good normally at executing their offense. Just watch the point guard play. Kemba Walker ran off of 3 screens along that baseline just for Tony Parker to get the ball on the wing, knowing that a ball screen's probably coming. A lot of hard work defensively.
Coach Pop wanted to see a replay to see if the official got it right.
Another rebound for Cody Zeller. That's double figures. 10 rebounds for Cody. Another rebound, number 11 for Cody. And he finds Courtney Lee. Don't give up on the Hornets.
I like the way that looked, and that goes back to Hornets-style basketball. Moving and cutting towards the basket without the basketball. Teammates making the open pass.
Duncan will go to the free throw line.
Foul charge to Hornets 40. Cody Zeller, that's his first.
Cody Zeller securing his 11th rebound here at this possession, tapping it to himself. But look, eyes up, because he has a feeling the hole is there. Courtney Lee finds it, makes a basket cut, and Zeller delivers the perfect bounce pass.
Change for San Antonio. Danny Green leaves. Manu Ginobili replaces him. Cody Zeller on Saturday had a career-high 5 block shots. Now 11 rebounds and 18 minutes of court time against a very good front court in San Antonio. Two more for Duncan.
You take a bad shot or have a bad offensive possession, they will make you pay. Tim Duncan keeps Batum on his back. Parker knows that big fella has an advantage in there. He's just trying to find a way to give him the basketball and got it to him at the perfect time.
Pre-game, Steve Clifford just flippantly said Tim Duncan at one point was the best player in the NBA. I remember him winning an MVP, but he has been really good for a long time. Marvin Williams, a three-pointer, finally breaks the seal. That's his first made field goal tonight. And with that, we have a timeout. Hornets at one point down 23, now only down by 10. 60-50 is our score.
Back with Hornets basketball, it's time for the Live Mas Hysteria Moments presented by Taco Bell. Nick Batum, that spin move off of his countryman, and then Courtney Lee knocking down the three. Hornets have cut the lead to 10. Remember, they were down 23 at one point. Hornets have come back on the defensive side of the basketball, cut the deficit to 10, despite the fact that Marvin Williams and Kemba Walker have a combined 6 points. That bodes well for the Hornets down the stretch.
Not an ordinary Monday night in these parts. Charles Johnson in the building. Denny Hamlin in the house as well. So who's who?
Charles Johnson re-signed with the Panthers. Took less money to come back to a team he's familiar with. Denny Hamlin. The Hornets race season ticket holder. Sprint Cup driver. 20 Daytona 500.
Yeah, how about that? Brand Jordan.
Right out of the block.
Marvin, strong drive, gives it up, pass out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Spurs ball.
San Antonio had a huge first quarter, offensively and defensively. Hornets have been trying to come back ever since. Aldridge lost it. Hornets basketball.
It's Hornets basketball.
Final game of the season. During the regular year, the Hornets against the Western Conference. With a win, the Hornets would be 500 against teams in the West at 15-15. Scoring, Kemba Walker using the offhand.
Since the Spurs busted out 28-7 in that first quarter, they played uninspired basketball. I think Charlotte's taking advantage of that. Well, they've got back in the game.
Leonard gets in the paint, blocked away. Batum with the clean. Courtney Lee soars and scores. 8-point game.
Cody Zeller cleared the way under the basket for Courtney Lee to get all the way to the front of the rim.
5.5 remaining third quarter. Parker. Kemba hesitates, gets inside, and another block for Tim Duncan. Aldridge blocked Marvin, and the rip away. Numbers for the Hornets. Batum. for dead in the first quarter. They're only down by 6. Tony Parker.
3-point basket, Tony Parker.
He doesn't do that a lot. That's just his 26th three-pointer this season.
Yeah, I bet over half of them are from that short corner, right or left side.
Step back, Courtney Lee, figuring it out. Lee with 15. Batum with 13.
Courtney Lee has come on in this third quarter.
Good team defense. Zeller again rotating to that baseline, cutting off the dribble penetration.
Another rebound, Zeller. Those 13 rebounds for Cody. Highs his season high. His career high is 14. Game last year. Parker out of control, lost it. Lee's got it. Hornets playing 5-on-4 for a moment. Now even strength. Marvin! Yes! This is what everyone expected. Leonard out of control, but he gets rewarded.
Hornets defense is always what's going to get them back in the game. Watch as Marvin block down low right at the rim, leading to Courtney Lee finding Nick Batum in transition. And the last possession, the kick out to Marvin Williams for the long ball. Hornets back in this game. They're aggressive, they're assertive, they're playing smart basketball, forcing Spurs turnovers.
Was Kawhi Leonard in shooting motion? He's out of control.
I agree with that.
He was in stumbling, falling down motion.
And I wasn't even positive they were going to call a foul because he was stumbling.
Patty Mills forced Diao into the game for San Antonio. Jeremy Lin, Al Jefferson come in for the Hornets. Lin was really good in the first half, had 12 points. Without him, all would have been lost for Charlotte. Batum gets a screen from Marvin. Backdoor cuts, Courtney Lee with power!
Timing was impeccable by Courtney Lee to make his break exactly when Nick saw him and when he could get him the basketball.
Lefty jumper, Ginobili. 3 points for the Argentinian.
First bucket of the game.
Wow.
Lin got inside and scored. This time he was the one who did the hitting. He got Patty Mills right in the head. Ginobili. Loose picked up by Lee. Hornets have the basketball. 5-point game.
I like the game rebounding by the Hornets, crashing the defensive boards.
Nick Batum draws the foul, and he was in the act of shooting a 3. What a crafty play by Nick Batum.
We see it all the time. This is the game that the people here in Time Warner Cable Arena came to see. Run it downhill, Courtney Lee, get a delivery from Nick Batum, lay it off the glass before the Defensive Player of the Year can block it.
Tonight's Nashville Hot Shot Chart is brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's been a spicy third quarter for one Courtney Lee. 17 points, 8 for 13. And look, he's all over the court, scoring inside and outside when the defense allows him to. Courtney Lee continued to be aggressive, but also to wait and be patient and take advantage of what the defense gives him. He will cut to the basket, exploit the vulnerabilities on their defense, and not afraid ability to take it all the way to the rim, even against one of the best, if not the best defensive player in the entire NBA. Courtney Lee helping his team along. Hornets only down by 5 now.
And with 3 free throws coming for Nick Batum. Nick fouled in the act of shooting a 3 right before the break. He makes the first. He's got 2 more.
Nick Batum does a great job in stopping on a dime for that 3 shot. He knows he can get to the free throw line anytime. And the scary part about that is he makes that shot most times.
Yeah. Second time we've seen him get fouled while shooting a 3. He has that uncanny ability of knowing where his defender is at all times, whether he has the basketball or not. You see him run off of screens, or with the basketball, he knows where his defender is going, how fast he's chasing, and can read him when to stop on a dime and draw a foul.
Aldridge off the fine from Ginobili. Frank Kaminsky on the floor. Kaminsky, Jefferson up front with Lee, Lynn, and Batum in the backcourt. This is Lynn. Off the window, everything but down. Rare miss for the Hornets. They've made 8 of their last 10 shots from the field. No shot. Wave it off.
Yeah.
Offensive foul.
Manu Ginobili was pushing and ushering Courtney Lee out the way is what it looked like.
Offensive foul. Charge to the Spurs 20, Manu Ginobili.
Because the first time we've had Greg Popovich leave his chair.
You could see that coming, though. He was trying to fight to get around Courtney Lee, but Courtney did a great job of staying the course.
Lynn finds Kaminsky, who fumbles it for a moment. 6 seconds to shoot. Lynn, Jefferson. Diallo rebound. Half minute to play, third quarter. Hornets basketball. Hornets can hold ostensibly for the final shot of the quarter.
Hornets basketball.
No hurry at all. Lynn gonna have to fire. Half court Kawhi Leonard. And that's how the third quarter ends. The Hornets shave a big chunk off the lead. They outscore the Spurs by 10 in the third quarter. The Hornets have made it a ball game once again. Just a 5-point lead for San Antonio. The fourth quarter, winning time when we return. 72-67 your score. Time now for quarter number 4. Here's our game summary presented by Mazda.
Tony Parker and Courtney Lee both with 17 points to lead the way. Nick Batum with 15 and Jeremy Lin 14 off the bench. Really a difference maker when he came in the second quarter.
Hornets were underwater for such a long time. Trailed by 23 points at one point. Now within 12 minutes to play. A lot of credit to Steve Clifford. Remember how quickly he called that timeout? Right at the beginning of the second quarter, just did not like the way things looked.
Yep.
He's a big believer in playing a game a certain way. Hornets starting to play inspired basketball. Jeremy Lamb blocks, picks up by Al Jefferson, who missed from 2 feet away. That doesn't happen very often. Boris Diaw. A big bear. Al Jefferson rips that rebound down. Kevin Martin in now for San Antonio. Jefferson taking it to Tim Duncan.
Saw Al do that against Whiteside. Just a slight movement gets the big guy, the defensive guy, to lower his hands, to move his feet, and Al outquicks him getting the shot off.
Martin got behind the defense and spins in the reverse.
Kevin Martin.
Lynn, Lamb, Lee. Kaminsky, Jefferson, the 5 on the floor for Charlotte. Duncan blocks the shot from the rookie.
Right here, just a little fake, one dribble, he gets the shot up quicker than Tim Duncan. He gets his hands up to challenge it.
11 seconds to shoot. Top of the key. Jeremy Lin!
What a tough shot under duress that was.
17-point night for Lin. Diaw. Hornets down 2. Lamb. Ginobili and Lamb get tangled up and a foul called on Jeremy.
Look at the movement and then the spacing. So he's going away from the basket, able to square his body up, catch and release before the defense can really get there. Good movement, unselfish play. Lin knocks down his second three-pointer tonight.
Tony Parker back on the floor. Martin blocked by Lamb. 3 seconds to shoot. And Parker couldn't find an open man, throws it out of bounds.
That's the defensive intensity that you need. You saw players rotating to help, helping the helper. Every shot that the Spurs attempted or even looked at, they had a hand in their face.
For the tie, blocked away. Last time the Hornets led, the score was 2-0. It has been a while. Big Al. Out of bounds, turnover, Spurs ball.
Looking for Jeremy Lamb to cut. Jeremy Lamb looked like he was being held. That's the call he wanted. Restricted his movement to the rim.
Yeah, right play. If he catches that basketball, it's a clean layup.
Hornets have it. Full head of steam for Jeremy Lin. Left open. Got it! Can you feel it? Hornets down by 23, left for dead in the first quarter. They've come all the way back and then some. Give it up to number 7.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at tonight's defensive plays of the game. Brought to you by CPI Security. Nick Batum. Stretch, block. It leads to that. Courtney Lee on an easy layup. Marvin. LA turns. Marvin denies him with the left. What does that lead to? Courtney Lee again making the right decision. Throws it off to his buddy Nick Batum. You're going to need a lot more of that, but that is how you got back in the game. You're down 30-7 at 11:49 in the second quarter, and then you go up 1, a 68-44 run. The Hornets are on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Duncan off the window. Guys, to be specific, that 11:49 mark of the second quarter, that's exactly when Steve Clifford called the timeout and said things have got to change.
That's right, 11 seconds into that quarter.
Jeremy Lamb, Frank Kaminsky, shot clock down to 4. Frank's gonna have to fire. Kevin Martin missed the layup and a late whistle.
Yeah, give him a 24-second violation. Martin did not have control of that ball before the 24-second shot clock went off.
Good call, though.
Wow. That is odd. A 24-second shot clock violation, San Antonio's ball.
The ruling of the board said it was a 24-second shot clock violation charged to the Hornets. It's San Antonio.
That's a good call. A late one, but a good one. And the question, if he'd have made that layup, would the whistle have blown? Should have.
Duncan scored a moment ago to give San Antonio the lead. Good hands, Jefferson, the knock away. Reaching foul goes against San Antonio. Call on Kevin Martin.
Al Jefferson with the quick hands against Tim Duncan. Al never really known for his defensive efforts. He came here, started taking them seriously. We've seen him with the quick hands in the post several times this season.
Got a piece of the hand. Hand is part of the basketball. Big shot.
Jeremy Lamb for three.
11-2. Charlotte's guys off the pine outscoring the Spurs.
There's a matchup of Wisconsin, Xavier on the block, and that time, just like last night, Wisconsin tops Xavier. Frank Kaminsky knocks it away from David West.
Nice reference.
That's piling on.
Checking in for a quick lead.
Hornets continuing to stay active, though, defensively. All these deflections you're seeing are so good for the Hornets. It's disrupting the Spurs' rhythm.
Duncan has to settle for a jumper with the shot clock winding down. Hornets the lead in the basketball.
Spurs got off to such a good start. They take their foot off the gas a little too early.
Spin. Parker, Leonard, Duncan, West, Mills, the five on the floor for San Antonio. And we're tied.
Got to change the defensive assignment on that play. That's too easy. Tony Parker's not going to miss that shot. Pick and roll is too deep. Somebody from the weak side's got to come over and rotate.
Big Frank steps inside. That'll fall. .79 in 80. The Hornets lead by 2. Remember, the Hornets had all of 7 points in the first quarter.
Poise of the four-year guy from Wisconsin to show the ball fake, put it on the floor, and knock down the mid-range.
Lamb trying to save it, can't quite do it. You look at that point total for the Hornets, 80 points. That is more than the Golden State Warriors, the most prolific offensive team in the NBA, were able to score on Saturday against San Antonio. The Hornets doing something ever since the second quarter. Well, Cody Zeller had a man slip behind him. Kawhi Leonard, the basket to tie it. Nick Batum back on the floor for the Hornets. Lynn, pull up. Move ball! It goes! Can't throw it much higher. 22 for Jeremy Lin. Green out of control, gets rewarded. Foul called on Jeremy Lamb. Second foul on Jeremy Lamb. It's going to send Green, the former Tar Heel, to the free throw line. Now the good times rolling here at Uptown. Jeremy Lin having a tremendous game. He's got 22. Hornets up by a pair. Stay tuned for tonight's Hornets Live post-game show presented by your local town and country Toyota. Should have a lot to talk about. Post-game analysis. We'll talk about the key plays of the game. And we'll hear from head coach Steve Clifford. 2 free throws. Danny Green gets a friendly Carolina roll on the first. Kemba Walker back on the floor. Walker, Lin, Batum, Kaminsky, Zeller playing together. Aldridge. Nick Batum. Straight on 3. One more time!
Think about this Hornets team. They know how to feed the hot hand. Jeremy Lin has been explosive scoring-wise, and his teammates know continue to get him the ball.
Lin has made 3 straight triples here in the fourth quarter. Parker. Lin's got it. .420 remaining. Kaminsky. Who touched it last? Frank did.
San Antonio.
Batum attacks the defense just enough so they collapse, looking to help on the dribble drive. Finds Jeremy Lin at the top of the key, walks right into that three-pointer.
Green. Hornets have it and the lead. Under 4 minutes remain.
Cody Zeller with 14 boards. Ties his career high.
Kemba in trouble. Still keeps it, throws up, and gets fouled. Oh, what awareness by Kemba Walker.
Number 9, Tony Parker. That's his second personal foul. The second team foul for San Antonio.
A lot of amazing things happening tonight. The Hornets only 7 first quarter points, yet they're leading in the fourth quarter. And they're doing it, for the most part, without their co-captain leading the way. Just 5 points for Kemba Walker.
Goes to show the depth of this Hornets team. In days of old, if Kemba Walker didn't score 20, this team didn't have a chance at victory.
Absolutely. Again, we've talked about it all year long. Guys at the front office, Rich Cho and company came out in the offseason, made a commitment to get guys that could score the basketball, bolster the bench. And we've seen it pay dividends all year long, no bigger than tonight.
Tony Parker leads the game. Patty Mills replaces him. Aldridge, step back.
My goodness.
That is impressive. I mean, that's a guard move.
Marvin Williams may have gotten kneed. He's gimpy, crossing the timeline. Lin looking for a crease, picks up the dribble. Shot clock down to 5. Kemba puts David West in the washing machine, locked away. Aldridge backing down Marvin. Three-pointer. San Antonio keeps it. Danny Green stepped out of bounds. Hornets basketball.
Huge break for the Hornets. They were disorganized defensively.
good has Jeremy Lin been on a Monday night in Uptown? In 28 minutes, he's got 25 points, and the Hornets have needed every one of them.
Welcome back to Charlotte. Jeremy Lin, our Sprite player of the game. 25 points, 10 of 16, 4 of 4. He hasn't missed a 3 all night. We're going to show you a few up right there. Don't guard me. I'll knock down a shot, hold my follow through, and turn to the crowd. Play pick and roll. Attack the middle, shoot over David West, and then Nick Bethune says, here you go, buddy. You're open. Catch, fire, release, knock it down again. Jeremy Lin playing lights out basketball. 25. 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. He's shooting a high percentage, 10 of 16, and yet to miss on the deep ball.
Lin with 11 fourth quarter points. Don't forget Courtney Lee had a big third quarter. He had 13 points, very pivotal part of the game. Hornets down by 23, early second quarter. They've stormed all the way back, up by 2. Kaminsky rolls inside and draws the foul.
Foul charge.
Tim Duncan, foul number 2.
Duncan, that's his second personal foul. The third San Antonio team foul.
Frank Kaminsky not afraid to put the ball on the floor, attacking the basket.
Kaminsky.
Drawing the contact there.
Possession game. Tony Parker, Danny Green, Aldridge.
Deep post up by LaMarcus Aldridge. There's really not much you can do if he's going to get the ball that deep in the restricted area. It's a turnaround jump shot for him. They got to get him out of the paint defensively.
Kemba split the double team. They've lost the handle.
Trying to get it to Jeremy Lin, who was open on his left side.
Parker. Danny Green. Hasn't made one all night. Lin, one man to beat. And a jump ball.
Jeremy Lin continuing to be aggressive.
We are under 2 minutes remaining.
But Green getting both hands on the ball, tying it up.
Lin 6'3", Green 6'6". Hornets have it. Nope, wave it off. We've got a violation. Lin within the legal jump.
Got him with a loose ball foul.
A loose ball foul. Charge to Hornets number 7, Jeremy Lin.
They called a foul?
First team foul.
I couldn't tell by looking at that angle. It must have been lower.
Got him with a hit. Looked like he was trying to box him out.
Hornets lead is 1. Aldridge. Loose. Duncan taps it home.
Kawhi Leonard.
No, it's given to Kawhi Leonard. Hornets need a bucket. Lin draws the foul. Not in the bonus yet. That's only the 4th team foul on San Antonio. First in the final 2 minutes.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul in the last 2 minutes.
This jump ball again.
Ball is out of bounds and belongs to your Hornets.
Oh yeah, Kawhi Leonard got right up in there. Great effort though. Hornets did a good job rotating down. Just couldn't get that second jump quick enough.
Under a minute to play. Lin. Yes! He's done it again!
Lin playing such a key part of it, coming off the bench with that second quarter spark, continuing to be aggressive down here through the stretch of the game, getting to the free throw line, more importantly.
2 big ones. Immediately following regulation, tonight's Hornets Live post-game show presented by your local town and country Toyota. So much to talk about. Three-point lead.
Hornets, fantastic job of managing the basketball game. And by managing the game, I mean you're aware of the time, the score, the possession. The clock is always your friend when you're trying to come back from a large deficit. When you get down to the wire and you're up by 1 or 2 possessions, you have to manage that clock. And that's the situation we're in right now. Fourth quarter, Hornets did exactly what they were supposed to do. They held, served, finding the open man. Jeremy Lin cutting it to 2 with that 3-point basket. And then right here in transition, everybody's filling defensively. No one stops the ball, so he pulls it up. And then Jeremy Lamb with the shot in the corner puts the Hornets up 2. And Jeremy Lin again, aggressive, attacking the defense, but stops him just short for the jump shot. Puts the Hornets up 2. And Nick Batum finding the hot hand. Jeremy Lin up 2 again. Hornets doing a fantastic job. And then you see Kawhi Leonard with that putback. The lead continues to change places, but Jeremy Lin never stops. The fadeaway with 2 long defenders in his face with a hand up, knocks the shot down. Jeremy Lin has been the catalyst for this Hornets comeback. Look at the difference. Before that Denver game, the previous 3, Jeremy Lin struggled offensively. That Denver game, he came back, shot 6 for 10, 2 for 2 from behind the arc for 16. And tonight, Jeremy Lin off the bench, 29 points, 7 boards.
San Antonio has the ball, down 3, shot clock's off. Ginobili. Short, rebounded by Aldridge. Green, no, rebounded by San Antonio.
Wow, and look at the time that's left on the clock. 0.4 seconds.
Ball, but it is under review.
They're going to review this play.
They're going to take a longer look to see who last touched it. If Cody hit it for a while, did it glance off of LaMarcus Aldridge?
Let's see.
Cody hits it.
Oh, it looks like it's off Cody. It looked like it went right by, yes, right by his shoulder.
All right. Even if it is San Antonio basketball, if they keep that same time, 0.4, that's not a lot, Stephanie Red.
It's not a lot, but in the NBA, by definition of the rule, there is enough time to catch and shoot. That's important to note. This does not have to be a tip play. Whoever catches the ball in the inbound has enough time to receive the pass and get a shot off, technically, by the definition of the rule. That also means, though, not enough time for a shot fake, no dribble, there will be no passing. Whoever catches the ball will have to shoot it. Hornets are going to have to play solid defense.
It is indeed San Antonio basketball.
Most important thing defensively is to understand that this is really, literally a one-possession game. 0.4 seconds, that's all there is time for. You cannot foul, play solid defense, switch everything at this point.
Patty Mills will inbound. Ginobili, Aldridge, Leonard, Duncan, the shooters on the floor for San Antonio. Bad pass. Hornets win! Hawks Diddly D on a Monday night. Your Charlotte Hornets knock down San Antonio.
Hornets win! Hornets win! 91-88.
What a comeback! Down 23 big points!
Courtney Lee with the steal. The Spurs don't even get a shot off.
Who would have thought this was even possible? I'll tell you one person who did, and he's standing by with Del Curry, Jeremy Lin.
Hey, Eric, the right play of the game, the start of the game, Jeremy Lin. Are you kidding me? Down 23 to the Spurs, 7 points in the first quarter. What happened?
Man, we just turned it up and oh man, we just turned it up and I can't even think, man. We just played hard and man, I'm so thankful to God. I've been struggling so much and we lost one on the other night that we felt like we shouldn't have lost, and so to come out here and get this win, huge boost for us. But we got to take care of business tomorrow too.
Yeah, what does this say about this team going on the road now for 3 after playing a game like that to Denver to bounce back against a team like San Antonio?
Man, we gotta give everything we have. We gotta play with our heart, and it's a blessing to be able to step on the floor and play basketball. I love it, and so when we step on the floor, we just want to have fun doing it, and that's what we did tonight.
How did you know you were feeling it? 4-4 from behind the 3. You played great pick and roll. You were aggressive all night long. How do you know you had it going?
You know, I don't know. Just the first one went down. It was the first 3 went down, and you know, when I'm comfortable, I'm in the zone. It's usually good for me, and when I knock down the first one, that's you know, that's usually helpful. And I just try to stay aggressive and stay with it.
I know it's going to be a happy locker room. Congratulations, great playing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Eric, Stephanie.
Happy locker room and a happy plane ride to Brooklyn, New York. The Hornets are trying to do it again tomorrow night against the Nets. But for now, it's reason to celebrate at Time Warner Cable Arena. So fitting that the Hornets getting a defensive stop to end the game. Courtney Lee, right place, right time, ball game. The Hornets with a stunner. They defeat the San Antonio Spurs. The happy final score, 91-88.